Hey guys, this is Oracle Daphne. My name is Beth, and I'm back again doing your mid-August 2015 monthly tarot horoscope. This is for everyone with their ascendant, sun, or moon in the lovely crabby pants Cancer. I almost said Cancer, the crabby pants. But and I know some of you take offense to that. You are very sensitive, but you also have a tough shell, and I feel like a lot of Cancers have a really wild sense of humor and a great sense of humor. So that's very, strong. I feel like they transform their negative. Some can transform their negative emotions or negative experiences into really funny situations, and this is one of their strongest. Characteristics that I think is underlooked and is underrated and needs to be, I think spotlighted a little bit more, their personality and their sense of humor. So props for being very laughable, Cancer, and you're hilarious, basically. That's the bottom line. So anyways, more about my YouTube channel here. If you want to know more about my pricing and payments, feel free to check out the About section on my channel. There's an About link, and it's got, pricing and everything on there, my schedule too. And I am still doing private readings. If you'd like a private reading, feel free to email me, elizabetholson31@gmail. And I'm back using my regular Shadowscapes deck by Stephanie Puy-Moon Law. And I'm about to roll out spread for you. Okay, Cancer. So we've got a little bit of a cleanup situation here we got to do for you, okay? Because to me, it feels very much like the second half of August is going to be focused on taking your heart back from somebody who maybe you like or you fell in love with, and it's time to take your heart back because I feel like that person is going to either end up rejecting with you, arguing with you, disagreeing with you, and they're not on the same page, okay, as you with the relationship. They're just not. So the outcome, I'm going to skip right to it, is the Two of Swords, okay? And the Two of Swords is, as some of you know already, what I call the bloody wanker card, okay? And I say this for a reason, also known as an asshole, okay? Someone who's just an asshole. This person might not be that bad, okay? But in my mind, because it's right next to the Two of Cups, and because you are very sweet and endearing, I'm going to go ahead and say that you fell in love with someone, and that someone at the end of August has not fallen in love with you. And so they've decided, or they're emotionally unavailable, okay? They may be emotionally unavailable because for whatever reason, they're in another relationship, hence the bloody wanker card, okay? They may not be in another relationship. They may just not really be open to a relationship with you. They may just reject you outright. Maybe they don't see a future in the relationship, or they're not feeling it, okay? Whereas I feel like you're feeling it, okay? I definitely feel like you have feelings for this person, whoever this is. For those of you who are married, you're just having a disagreement with your partner at the end of August. That's how I see. And I feel like for those of you who are married, your partner's not even really there for you. Your partner isn't showing up for you in whatever way you need them to, okay? You're feeling very unloved and unsupported because you have the Ten of Swords in the position of emotions, which is Not good. This is the holy terror, okay, of getting hurt card. And the outcome here is chances are you are going to get hurt because this is the next step that happens. You know, you hold your heart out to somebody and they don't want it. Well, if you continue to offer it or if you continue to push for it, they'll lash out. They'll take the sword and they'll put it through the bird, and you don't want that because you're going to get hurt. To me, the Two of Swords is followed by the Three of Swords, right? And the Three of Swords is pain, is suffering, is loss. That's the progression. That's like the next step. So my advice to you, Cancer, is even though whoever this person is may be tempting, and they may have given you the impression that they loved you, the outcome is them not loving you. So you need to move on from this person because they don't deserve any more of your time or attention or consideration, because, you know, it seems to me that, you know, you've put your all in and they haven't. That's what I feel here. I feel like you're also in a cycle. You may kind of maybe in a cycle of breaking up and getting back together with someone, and you know, you're afraid of getting hurt again, but because you're in this cycle, you're not moving on from this person because you love this person, and I totally get that, okay? Because you love this person, here's the Three of Swords that I pulled out for you. There we go. So we got the 2 followed by the 3. That's what happens next, okay? That's early, I feel like beginning of September, okay? Should you not take your heart back, you must take your heart back because he doesn't deserve you, or she doesn't deserve you, okay? It doesn't have to be gender specific here, because you can't see that person in the Two of Swords. You don't know who they are, what they are. So in my mind, it could be guy or girl. So, you know, in the heart of everything, you've got the Five of Cups, which is you, Cancer. You know, the person who's waiting for their ship to come in. When are they going to find Mr. or Mrs. Right? And, you know, how much longer should they have to wait for it, okay? And then it's like the story. The story here right now for the end of August is very, very crisp. And then all of a sudden, the thing in the story is suddenly you got the Ace of Cups. You find someone that you really like. You know? You have feelings for someone. You meet someone. If you haven't met someone, this is wanting to have feelings for someone. This is wanting to have a relationship. This is coming to a dead end at the end of August and going, where is my guy? You know, those of you who are single. I feel like it's more so that you actually do find someone, though. So most of you, if you are looking for a relationship, you're single and you're dating and you're kind of wondering, when am I going to be with that right person, Mr. Right type person? You know, I feel like you may have fallen in love with the wrong person, because you got the Ten of Swords, which is falling, okay? You got the Two of Cups, which is love and romance. And this might be a friend with benefits kind of thing, or this may have been something that you see more potential in. See, because the Two of Swords is someone who sees the potential in somebody else, and that other person doesn't see the potential in the relationship. A lot of times, it's girl-guy. Girl sees the potential in the relationship with the guy, and the guy doesn't see it for whatever reason. They don't want it to go to the next level. A, because they're not ready for a relationship, okay? Or B, because they're already in a relationship. Or C, because they don't see it with you. They may see it with somebody down the street, but they don't see it with you, okay? So because they don't see it with you, it becomes very painful, very hurtful. Because they might actually be that person that says, I'm not ready for a committed relationship, which is just an excuse. Okay, so that's the fourth option. Just an excuse. They really want a relationship, but it's not with you. So they say they're ready for commitment in the beginning when you meet them, and then comes to find out that they reject you because they don't want a commitment with you. And then, you know, so I'm feeling like you have to accept, okay, so here's the part that's hard. You have to accept that this relationship isn't going to go anywhere, okay? And that if you were to continue, you're going to get hurt, okay? So, because you already have a lot of emotional issues here, you got the Five of Cups, which is a lot of feeling overwhelmed, a lot of negative emotions, sadness, loneliness, okay? And then you have the Ten of Swords in the position in the future of emotions, which is falling, being terrified of getting hurt. You don't need to pursue someone who's just going to hurt you, okay? You don't need to do that, okay? And I advise against it, okay? Now, you have free will, and you can flush this reading or click off on this video, or, you know, I always say to flush or not to flush. You can flush it or you cannot, okay? It's up to you. If you decide that this is, you know, you're going to, you know, go for this, you're going to get hurt. That's how I see it. Should you want to pursue it for whatever reason, that's your free will and your choice. And yes, it is possible on some level that this person could change and become emotionally available, but unlikely. You know, most people who are emotionally available, you know, and they don't want to change, if like, okay, so let's just say maybe there's a fifth option where this person is not capable of being emotionally available. This may be someone I could look with a Capricorn moon. It could be a Scorpio moon as well. Or they may just have strong Capricorn or Scorpio in their chart. I feel like more Capricorn than anything, because Capricorns can be really like a tough nut to crack when it comes to this. Tauruses even have a very lovey-dovey side. Love is very important to the Taurus. So even though, you know, it could be a Taurus or even an Aries sometimes, it's also a tough nut to crack when it comes to love. I feel like more so the Capricorn moon person. This person is not capable of being emotionally available, of opening up in an emotional way to you, which the Cancer absolutely needs, okay? And it can also reflect that you're not being emotionally available, or that you're on some level not open to love. It can be the other way around, where, you know, somebody really, really likes you, and you don't necessarily want a relationship, or you, for whatever reason, are very guarded with your emotions, or you are kind of just like standoffish and saying, get back, don't call me, give me my space. For whatever reason, that could be also you, because you're scared of getting hurt. You could be the one saying, you know what, I am not ready. I do not want this. So that's the other possibility. Now, you may be in a relationship with either a Gemini, and I feel Cancers and Geminis are so similar in a lot of ways. And I feel like they actually do make good friends. I want to say as well as partnerships. Because, you know, the Gemini has a sensitivity that the Cancer really needs. Geminis can be very sharp-tongued and sharp-witted, but they can also have a sensitivity that maybe some of the other side, a softer side that the Cancer appreciates a lot. Similar to a Pisces in this way, I feel. So you may be in a relationship with a Gemini, because Gemini also got the World card, or a Taurus, okay? Because the Taurus also got the World card as well, okay? And I did shuffle, guys, just so you know. So you got the World coming in for you, Cancer, which is everything that you could possibly want and more at your fingertips. So despite the fact that you do have this issue with relationships, with you feeling at the end of August just really probably drained, emotionally drained, I want to say. Tired. You may be physically tired. Cancers also need to really nourish their body, okay, and take care of their body really well, because their emotions can affect them in a physical way, okay? And it can be, sometimes emotions for Cancers can be internalized a lot. So it's almost like it ages them prematurely. I've seen this many times. So physical body needs to be looked after, okay, and that's also like a main key here. You also have the Page of Pentacles in the position of immediate future, which is the beginning of something new. To me, the story is you're lonely, you're wondering when you're going to be Mr. or Mrs. Right. You actually meet someone who you think is Mr. or Mrs. Right. You start a new relationship. You take the leap of faith because you got the Fool card here. You take the leap of faith and you say, you know what, I'm going to jump into this. And then for whatever reason, and you're scared. You're scared because you're falling and you don't feel like they catch you. They may not catch you, okay? Or they may not be on the same page as you. You take the leap and then they don't catch you for whatever reason and they say, you know what, I'm not ready for a relationship. Or, you know what, I'm emotionally unavailable. Or, you know what, I don't want this relationship. Or, you know what, I don't agree with you. For whatever reason, they don't agree. And they don't see it going anywhere. They may say, I don't see this going anywhere. And it doesn't, and it won't, and it comes to an end. So those of you who have been in a relationship for some time, I feel like there's turmoil in your relationship, and I feel like your relationship at some point at the end of August, early September, is going to come to what I call a dead end. And don't wait for them to come back. Don't wait for, once it's over, okay? Let it go, move on, start something new. Because you do have the Page of Pentacles here, this is also, I like to think of it as a new job, a new promotion, the potential, the seed of something. It's the beginning of something that has, the seeds have all this potential, all this life in them. So it's just like ready to burst forth. It's also pregnancy, too. It can indicate pregnancy or someone who's very fertile, someone who can get pregnant very easily. So ladies, look out. Also, I think Gemini, Taurus got that as well, okay? Now, as the foundation, you have the Chariot card, which is swift success, which is success in everything. So this, to me, it feels just like a whirlwind romance, okay? It reeks of whirlwind romance, okay? However, you may get a promotion that is quick to come. You may request it, and then suddenly, like, boom, you get that, okay? You also may need to go away unexpectedly for business or travel somewhere unexpectedly, or where you're kind of, I feel like, going back and forth between one place and other. Some of you live on an island. Some of you live. So it's like there's that mainland to island and back again kind of travel. Some of you may just be like touring around to different islands and places where you live. Because there's this beach theme here too. Some of you are going away to the beach, having too much time to get in touch with your emotions and spiraling kind of in that downward cycle of, oh my God, I'm never going to meet someone. Oh my God, I'm going to die alone, things like that. Very dramatic. And you're not, okay? I wouldn't advise, though. Some of you are worried about health stuff. Some of you may have some very strong health issues. Again, it's more your emotional health issue. But you may be worried about your physical health. You may have some bleeding problems or blood problems, or you may actually end up in the hospital. And I'm not fear-mongering here. I'm just saying in August because of something that of, like I want to say like a blood clot or like something that happens. That might not be you. It might be like a family member or something. But it's coming. It's not unexpected. Okay. It's not like, I feel like some of you actually may have heart problems. Some of you are older, may have some heart problems. Again, it's not coming out of the blue. It's something you've expected it for a while. Okay. There's just some blood issues. I feel like cancers are more prone to like blood issues for some reason. Heart, I just want to say heart issues. It would be beneficial to do a health spread. So this is a time where I would definitely recommend reaching out to me to do, a health related spread because I do have my health deck. It's very helpful for people and accurate. So would recommend that. So yeah, I don't want to. I want to say like don't worry. So I mean, obviously you need to take care of yourself. But if like you end up, you end up seeing it. Like I feel like you're gonna end up seeing like a cardiologist or somebody like a health specialist. This is not something that's not planned. This may have been coming for some time, so it's not like sudden. I don't feel like this is a sudden impact, okay? Because the Ten of Swords, she's falling through the air. She's been falling through the air for some time. She didn't realize that she was falling through the air. Not. I mean, this could have been coming on for years, but it might just be more recent where this kind of came on, and you have to take care of it. Again, it's just pointing you to remembering to take care of yourself and do things that are good for your heart. I would say eat heart healthy foods, fruits and vegetables that are good for the heart. But okay, so the Chariot linking back up to the World. Okay, so we have the Chariot in the same sort as the World. So that's everything you could possibly want and quickly, It's awesome, right? It's that check in the mail that comes very fast that you've been waiting on, and it just arrives quicker than you expected. I feel like recently you've been going through a lot of issues. You got the Hanged Man in the recent past. This is a test of strength, physical strength and inner strength. Feeling like you may have been feeling like you've been really tested lately, and you're kind of going, geez, this reading isn't accurate because I've been feeling really tested. Well, I'm validating the fact that you've been feeling really tested, very, very tired. Again, this is health-related stuff. So, I mean, I feel like health is needs to be put on the front burner, okay, for you. Relationships, back burner. Any relationships that are unhealthy for you, it's time to snip, okay? And never look at again, okay? If you go into a romantic situation, be very open to the possibilities, more open to the possibilities than maybe you ever had. You have to work on overcoming this emotional unavailability part, okay? If you're so terrified of getting into a relationship, then you need to be honest with yourself and honest with the other person. Be like, look, I am too scared. I can't handle it, that way that other person knows. If you are just scared, I almost feel like you're bringing on the work. In a way, you're manifesting the situation that you don't want to have happen, which is them reject you and you get hurt. Okay, so your being terrified of getting hurt is manifesting the fact that you're going to get hurt in the end. Okay, so you don't want to do that. So you want to I guess, go into it without the fear and be like, I'm not afraid of getting hurt. I'm not afraid of having a new relationship. I am not afraid of putting my heart on the line for somebody who I love, and don't be afraid. Be smart. I feel like there may be some element of you like falling in love with someone and you're not really listening to what they're saying. They may not really be listening to what you're saying. You're not saying what you're feeling. You're not saying what you're thinking. So they can't read you. It's like, I feel like Cancer, you're a little bit of a puzzle at the end of August. And yes, I am psychic and I kind of get it. But even me being psychic, I feel like you're putting out mixed signals. You're kind of saying, I like you, but I hate you. I'm open, but I'm not open. I want a relationship, but I just want to sleep around. I want this, but I want that. You're just not working in one steady flow towards, the inevitable, like getting together and living in that romantic ideal, whatever you have in your mind for a relationship place. It's more like, you're doing this thing where you're kind of maybe second guessing yourself and you're starting the other person may be going along like this and just fine, but you're stopping and starting. You're saying no, but yes, but no, but yes, but maybe, blah, blah, blah. And it's just like that person is going to eventually go to the other direction because they can't figure it out. You need to be a little bit more consistent, I feel, with your approach to your relationship. If it is you that is emotionally unavailable, if it is them that is emotionally unavailable, you need to listen to what they're saying. If they're saying they don't want a relationship, if they've already told you they're in a relationship, whether they're married or they have a girlfriend or boyfriend, they've already said they don't want a commitment, don't go there. Don't go through the whirlwind romance just to get hurt in the end. Because you need to be smarter than that, Cancer. I think sometimes you're living in the romanticized view of the world, not the reality perspective of the world. So try to stay more in the reality section, okay? I just want to say, Cancer, you got to snap out of it. I feel like you're in a daze. You're in a daze that you're overwhelmed with emotions and you don't know what to do with it. And, I just feel like, I guess I just don't want to see you get hurt. That's basically it. I do care about my clients very much. And I don't like, if the reading has a negative outcome, I try to help them avoid it as much as possible. And you may be going, well, how do I avoid this again? And I'm going to reiterate, listen to your own intuition, be smart, listen to what they're saying, don't romanticize it, don't hear what you want to hear what they say, and think about the thing with water signs is they don't think about what other people are really meaning or what they're trying to say. Read in between the lines, Cancer. Really think about what the other person is saying and what it means. If the other person says, I don't want a commitment, that means to you to run. You need to run for the hills. You need to disconnect your phone from them. Don't talk to them. No email, no nothing. Okay? So again, it's going to depend on if it's you or if it's them that's emotionally unavailable. If it's you, you need to get in touch with your emotions and be honest about what you really want. In the end, it could still be you that gets hurt because you're not being honest about what you want. You're emotionally unavailable. They may see some potential, but they might actually, lash out at you or become very upset with you because you're not being real with that. It's another twist on it that could come into possibility. So, anyways, that's all for now, my lovely Krabby Pants. I think despite all this relationship stuff, you do have some really strong positive cards. This is a great time for being outside, going to the beach. You definitely need to get in touch with water. As I always say, get in touch with the water. Water signs need to be near water. Go to the beach, go to the pond, go to the YMCA, whatever you need to do to be there where the water is. I don't care if you need to go try on a million swimsuits to look, to find the right one that looks good. That's what you got to do, okay? I will be back again for your September reading, right around the 1st or the 2nd, depending on how soon I can make enough time in my schedule to record more videos. So thank you so much for subscribing. It is free to subscribe. Feel free to click the subscribe button, and I'd love to hear from you as far as messages, and if you'd like a private reading, again, feel free to reach out. So I will be back again. Thanks again. I send you big hugs. Big hugs. Big kisses. And I will talk to you guys again soon. Okay, take care.